So I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So first we will cover what is table. Okay. So table is a collection of row and columns. Okay. Row means that are record like incident, this INC 00054 opened that 21 to 2015 SAP material Christian missile, that is a row. Okay, and number is a column, opened is a column, no short description is a column. So table is a collection of row and columns. Okay, row is what? Row is a record of a table, and column is are different fields of a table. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So how we can create a table? So in the navigation bar we will type tables, and under system definition we can see tables. Okay, we will click on the tables and go with this. So everything whatever is present in ServiceNow is it will store in a table. Anything whatever is there in incident, whatever is there in the ServiceNow, it will store in a table. It is a ServiceNow is made from the table only. All the thing is captured in the table. Like if we are seeing these reports is also stored in a table. All the reports are stored in the table. Like we are seeing close chat by agent queue in last 7 days. So here if we will type reports, okay, what is the table? Okay, SLA and OLA table reports. Okay, so here this table is specifically for SLA and OLA reports. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to create our own custom table. Okay. So here you can see that ServiceNow is recommended creating custom table in scope application to learn about this. So what is there now? Every custom table is licensable. Licensable means that there is a cost of every custom table. If you are creating any custom table, there is a cost which will pay paid by this client for whom you are working. Okay, so I am writing one table like label like admin training, and in the name you can see that it auto populates the name admin underscore training. Whatever the name you will write, it will come automatically. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here there is a some checkbox like create module and create mobile module. So for now I am just checking this true only. I am not making it false. Okay. Now after that there is a one option of extends table. Means there is a child, parent and child relationship. If you want to make this table as a child of a of a another table, so you can click on this extends table and you can select your table. Like I will select task here. Okay, and task. So now whatever the functionality is in task, whatever fields is in the task will automatically comes on our table as well. So for example, now right now I have not created any field in the table column. You can see I have not created anything in the control. Okay, this is the user privilege which I have told you yesterday, that what is the roles and this thing. If you want to give a access this table for your custom role. So you can create your custom role here or can give your access. For now, I'm unchecking this. Okay. Now, if you want that your custom table in the future, your custom table will also extend or also have the child table. So you will click on extensible so that after that in the future any another table if you are creating can extend by this table. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Can,
if
can,
yeah,
can we see the navigation pan actually? My system was having some problem.
yeah,
Where we started, we tapped this
yeah,
tables and task.
system
Oh,
definition, I have typed tables and in the system definition there is a
task.
tables,
Okay, okay, table.
right? Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, so now incident. Okay, where is incident? Yeah. So what is auto number? That if you want to create a number field which is auto generated. Okay, so you will check this auto number field as a true and you will define, okay, I want the prefix of IDM. Like in the incident there is a INC, you will check that as a ADM. You will write that as a ADM. So I am just changing this to ADT. Okay, admin training, and the number is 4 and the number of digit is 7. Okay, and here you can see that I have not created any field, any column. Column means this number, open, short description. I have not created anything right now. Okay, so now I'm going to save this. Okay, yeah. So now here you can see that there are 78 columns which automatically generated. It's generated from because we have given the extents table as a task.
Okay.
Okay. Because these fields are available in the task table, but there are some fields which will generated if I will not give any table on this extents table. So there are 7 or 8 fields which will generate it automatically, like sysid. Sysid is our a primary key of any table. Okay, and every record has a unique ID. Every record, like for this record, if you will see, if I will copy this society and I will give you, so here you can see the society. These are the 32-bit character, and this is unique in all instances. This is not duplicate. Not in this instance, in any instance. In any instance, this is unique. For this record, I have given you this society. Like you can see, this society is end with 8F77. Now I'm copying this society, society, and here, here it is ending with 4F77. Now here you can see it's ended with 9V62F. Society means a unique value of a record. A unique value of this record is different from this record. Maybe the caller will repeat it, maybe the priority will repeat, maybe the short decision will repeat, but the sys id will never repeat in any instance, in any record. Okay.
That is unique for every instance. Basically,
Yeah, for every instance. If I have given you this SSID, if I will give you this SSID, it will not create in any instance, not in this instance, 96843 is. It will not create in your instance as well. This SSID will not create in your instance as well.
okay.
Yeah. This is a unique. Okay. Then after the society, there are some fields like created, created by, updated by. Okay, so let me give you that example as well. Okay, so here I am creating a new table. Okay. Admin training and test. Okay, it will automatically create it. Controls checking auto ATM. Okay, so I'm saving this. So here you can see that if you are not extending any table, this table is not extending from any table. Here automatically there are 7 fields. One is number
Oh,
field, which I have, yeah. One is number field, which I have given you, which I have defined here, that my number is this and prefix is this. And there are 6 fields which will automatically populate it and which will be there in every table. In every ServiceNow table, our created by, created, sysID, updates, updated by, and updated. Okay. So now one by one we will cover that what value will come on this fields, 6 fields. Okay. And the created by, whoever create a row of a table, like in this is our column, number is our column, opened is a column, short description is a column, but inc 00054 SAP material management critical, it's a row. This is our row, right? This row is created by whom? It will save that value. Okay, so let me show you that created by, created by, created, updated by, updated, and updates, right? Updates. Okay, so this record is created by ITIL. What date it created, what time it created? It created 5 year ago on this date and this time. Last, who updated on the last, on this, who worked last on this record is our system. It's work on this last. And when it will work, when it has worked on 1 hour ago on this time. And how many times it updates? It's 406. This is a count that, okay, 406 time it's up, it this ticket, this our record is update. So these are the 5 field which capture are these details: updated, updated by, created, and updates.
it's 406. It will show that history
40,
about all
yeah,
changes.
406 means that this ticket has been updated 406 time. Okay, so let me show you that as well. So,
उसका history दिखा है क्या क्या 400 बढ़ गया? I don't know.
so for example, okay, I will update here anything and click on save. Okay, there is something. Okay, so this has been updated. No, not updated. Mm-mm-mm. It is in a comment. Maybe I can. Okay, let me try to another table. Maybe in this table there I have done something. Okay. Here in the program, I will first take updates, updated by updated. Okay. Where? Oh. So this problem has not updates a single. Okay. Now I will update anything in this. And I have updated. Okay. So now it will increases by 1. Like here you can see that it's increases by 1.
No. Okay.
So how many times a record is updated, that it will give you that count. Okay. Okay. So wait, where we are? Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the sys ID I have already explained you what is sys ID. Okay. Okay. So I will tell you some shortcuts from the navigation bar. How can you open your table and or the different views of your table? Okay. So for example, if you want to open your table list, okay, so how you can open that? Okay, so for that you have to name of your table. You have to write here. Okay, and write dot list in small, so it will open the list of this table. Okay.
What did you type?
Yeah, your table name, not label is different and name is different. You can change your label of the table, but you cannot change your that name of the table.
Okay.
So you have to copy your name and then dot list in small, and it will open your list of that table. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to open this list in a different tab, in another tab, so you will write list capital. That previously I have written there list in small, now I have written in capital. Okay. Now I am enter this. Now here it is opening in another tab. Okay. So now if I want to open a record, create a record, sorry. So here you can see that admin, that one field which I have created only on this table, that is number, which also automatically is coming. Okay. And it is starting from 1. Okay. So if I refresh this, see that number is increasing 2. Again I am refreshing this. Here you can see 3.
Okay. How did you do that?
I'm just refreshing this page.
For refreshing, it will keep changing. Next number.
Yeah.
Acha.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Every time whenever a form is new, it will always increase a number.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. Now after this form, now we have to create some fields. Okay, so now there is only one field, so we need some more fields. Okay. So
Yeah.
how we will how we will create the fields.
Hmm.
In header you will right click on that, on this header,
Hmm.
and you will go to form layout.
Hmm.
And here you can see that it is giving you the option of create new field.
Hmm.
Okay, so now if I want to create a field via requested by, okay, now
Hmm.
there are different types of fields are there.
Okay.
Okay, so some basic types I will tell you. Rest you can find on docs as well, but what are majorly we use, I will explain you that.
Hmm.
So from begin. So one is audio, that if you want to create a field which select which collect a audio file like .mp3
Hmm.
file, like
Okay. Okay.
some other extension which is there, that you will
Hmm.
that there you will choose audio.
Okay.
If you want to click on calendar, you want to select a calendar date and time, you want to show the calendar of a calendar, so there you will choose
Hmm.
calendar.
Okay.
For choice, if you want to make choice like this field,
Hmm.
default,
Hmm.
view
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
new,
Hmm.
this is our new choice type of field.
Okay.
So for that you will choose choice.
Hmm.
Okay, then we will come date. If you want to select a date, or if you want to
Data.
enter a date only, so here you will
Hmm.
select create a date type field.
Hmm.
If you want to create any field which holds date and time both,
Hmm.
there you will select date and time field.
Hmm.
Okay, and then image, where you can select you store the image, like in the user table. We last yesterday we have seen that if I
Hmm.
use login user want to store his user profile or picture, passport size picture, so that is
Some
the
different
image
logo.
type field.
Hmm.
Okay, then there is a list. Okay, so list is
Hmm.
what, that if you want to select multiple value, multiple choices.
Hmm.
Okay, so where we will use list.
Hmm.
Okay, there is a password one and two type of field. Password one is one way encrypted and password two is two-way encrypted. That is a encrypted field. Like you can see in the any portal or any website, that wherever you type a password, it is not visible. It will give you
Hmm.
this black box. So that is a password type fields.
Okay.
Okay. Then then we will come phone number. If you want to populate a phone number, or if you want to store a phone number of any particular user or any person, so there you will use
Hmm.
phone number type of field.
Hmm.
If you want to the reference means that you want to select a value from another table.
Okay.
For example, that in incident, okay, that assignment group is already stored in a table. Assign 2 is already store. That assign 2 is what? Assign 2 is a user. A user will own this
Hmm.
ticket. So for and
Hmm.
user is already stored in our user table,
Hmm.
right? So for that we will create a reference field.
Okay.
Okay. Now there is gap here. Okay. Okay. Now, string. So if you want to store a collection of a value, like if you want to store integer value plus also ABCD characters also, and specifically and
Hmm.
special character also, so there you will create a string type field. Okay, then after there is a time type field where you capture only type, where you want to capture only type, time type.
Hmm.
Okay. And for URL, if you want to store a URL like www.google.com,
Hmm.
www.facebook.com, for that you will choose URL type. For video, if you
Hmm.
want to store MP4 file, WMI file, so for that WMB file, so for that you will choose video.
Hmm.
Okay, and for true and false, if you want to create checkbox, true and false, the checkbox that you want to create, so for that you will make
Hmm.
a true and false type field.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I will create all field one by one. Okay, so
Hmm.
audio one, audio edit. Now second
Audio
one
मतलब
is
media ना audio video
media.
सिर्फ
Yeah,
audio.
yeah. Video is a your video and audio is a only a media. Okay, and the one is choice. So choice. The name we can do anything. Name we can put in anything. So I'm just for a
Okay.
easy purpose. I am writing this date, date, add, and after I am creating date and time, and I'm creating you this image, and that integer. It will take only integer. So that also sure, sure. Okay, and after integer there is a list. Okay, so list, and I will give the reference of this list. Click of our user. Okay, so user yes, this our user. Where is here? This user. Okay. Then after list, I will left you a password. Okay. Then after I will give you phone number. And after I will create a reference. So reference is a user reference. Okay. Then I will create a string, and here you can select the length of a string, that how many characters can we take, 40, 100, 1000. For now I will select only 40. And then after string there is a true and false, and false, and after video. Okay, and I will save this form. Close. Okay, so now here you can see that our form is field is created, and now form is looking like this, that our number is this, audio is this, and date, time, image, and this. Now I want to align this form, like some of the fields I want to take into the right side, and some of them I'm taking to the left side. Okay, so how we can do that? Just right click on header, go to configure, and go to form layout. Okay, Here you can see these three split boxes. Okay, so you will take this from the left to right, and you will start this split from the beginning. And I want to split from the integer. Okay, so I will split that into the integer, and I am ending this split from into the video. Now I'm saving this. The previously you can see that our admin form is different. Now my admin form is different. Correct? Okay. So now audio, for audio you have to go ahead and it will open this system, and you can select any audio file from here. Date, what date you want to select. Like if I will click on 28, so it is selecting 28/10/2020. Date and time, it will give you the time as well. Here you can see the time. If I am selecting 28 and time this, and so you can see here, you can see the time as well. For image, the same thing, whatever I have put on for the audio, same thing for the image as well. For integer, it will select only integer value. If I will write 1 2 3 4 5 6, it will select only those. Okay, and for example, if I am writing, so it will give me error. It will count as a 0. Okay, so okay, the list is that you can select multiple here. For example, system administrator. Now I want to select Aditya as well. I want to select ITL user GRC. Okay, no problem. So here you can select. You can see that in the list I have selected 3 value. In the password, that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is the password type. Phone number is for which country phone number it is. Okay, so right now I am putting is another, and I will type. Okay, and it is giving me this Burma, because it taking the first 2 digit. Okay, and like if I will,
International
if
call.
I will, yeah, if I will type 91, it automatically is coming as a India. Okay,
Okay.
for user reference, same, but I can select only one value here. In the list also there is a reference field, but it will give it can we can select multiple value, but for the reference we can select only one value.
One value. Okay.
And in the string we can type anything, whatever we can write, whatever, any special character, anything he can take. String. True and false is a checkbox. It is true, by default it is false.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and the video is the for same, that for like image and audio. Okay, and I will save this. Invalid phone number. Okay, phone number is invalid. Okay, okay, perfect. Now this is our one record. Okay, now you want to yeah, now you want to if you want to see this record, you will go to the list here, and you can see that
Okay. Okay.
it is created by admin. It is created by on which date, which time, updated by whom, updated by who, and updates count. Okay, now
Okay.
if you want to put any field in your list view, you can put this also.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, these are the updates: audio, date, time, image, integer, list, whatever we can take here also. Whatever the fields are there in the form, we can take here also.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now, okay. Field creation, various field types, table introduction is completed. Now list layout. Okay. So what is list layout? These are the list layout. Okay. So for example, I have created this list for me right now. This is our view. You can see that number created and created by, updated and updated by. Okay. Now I will open one user first. I have to go to one user for okay, and Aditya. I am giving him privilege as an admin. So yeah. So you can see the number created and created by, updated and updated by, updates and audio. These are the field which is there for me, for system administrator, because I'm logged in with the system administrator. Okay. Now I'm going to log in with Aditya. Aditya Chen. Now I am logged in with Aditya. Okay. And just here see for Aditya what fields are coming. Yeah. Here you can see for Aditya only number field is coming. If I will select audio these things, now it will come to Aditya list. Okay. For Aditya, what fields are coming, what columns are coming? Number, audio, created by, date, and these. But for me, the list is totally different. Okay. So why it is different? Because list is work on the different user. Okay, it is not a generic. It is a specifically different for different user. If Aditya does not want audio field on his list, he can remove. It will not reflect anywhere in the list only. Okay. But for now, you can see the number created by, date, and these fields are coming for Adit. Okay. Now again going to log in with system administrator. I'm just refreshing this page, and here you can see that audio field and the whatever the my reference is my preference is given to my list. It is coming that only. So the list is totally different for different user. That is not common for anybody, which is there in the list personalize and editing. List is totally a personal thing. It cannot reflect for to any user. Like for Aditya, there is a different list. For me, there is a different list, but the data is same. But there is no uh, duplicacy or concurrency in the data. Data is same for me as well and for Aditya as well. What the column is different, but that means the layout is different of the field of the list. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. So list is different, but form is not. Form is generic for everyone. So for example, if I will go if I will open this record, and here you can see that here I will remove the video field from this form. So how can I do? Form layout, I will go to form layout. I'm just removing video from the form, and here you can see video is not here. Okay, so let me see that this will impact to Aditya as well. So now I'm refreshing this page and I have logged in with Aditya. Here you can see the video field is not there because the form is a generic thing. Form is common for everyone. If you are changing anything on the form, it will reflect on every user, not only for me, not only admin as well on another privileged roles person also. It is a generic thing. Okay.
Okay.
Now administration. What is there? Okay. List filter. Okay. Form creation we have done while the layout. Now there are designer is left. List filter. Okay. Now here it is list. Now I want to see that I want to apply a filter. So here I will click on this filter icon, and here I will choose the field like that created created on yesterday. Okay, so in this table there is no record which is created on yesterday, so it will give me zero record. Here you can see it is not giving me any record. So these are the filters which you can apply, which you can create, and it will also be for a different user. Means you can create your own filter and it will not applicable for another table or for another user. Okay, so so for example, if I am applying this filter on this list, so it will not reflect on Aditya filter. It will not change anything in Aditya. It is for me only. Okay.
Okay.
So we have seen that how we can uh, design our design our list, design our fields from form layout. Now we will see from the form design how we can design a fields of just put, and that is a very easy thing, that just you have to drag and drop all these things. That just there is nothing much more than this. Okay. Now here you can see. Okay. Here you can see video. I will just put this thing and just drop in here. Now video is coming here. I will save this, but it is also generic. It will reflect everywhere because it is working on form. Here you can see the video is coming. Video field is coming. Okay. The same from here also you can create whatever the fields you can want. If you want to create a string, you will just drag and drop here. You will click on here, you will select string 2, your value string 2, and just cross this and save. It will create a field. and that field name, that field, it should be there on the left side. Here you can see, here it is string 2. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So here list, form, all thing is there. Okay, app creation, dictionary. Okay, these are the left. Okay, so okay, now you want to check that what properties is applying on this field string 2. Okay, so there are different property. Okay, so right now you have created this field. Okay, and now if I am changing this field, okay, value from here. Okay, I will change that. Okay, to test, okay, the min. Okay, and I will save. And here fresh. Yeah, now here you want to check that what type of property this field is containing. Like I don't know this field is reference type or uh, integer type or a string type, or is there any specific property is there or not. So from where you can check, so you just click on the right click on this field label and go to configure dictionary. And here you can see that these are the property. This is the field property which is applicable for him. Like this field is a string type field. The column label is test admin. The column name is use string 2. It is not mandatory, it is not read only, and that there is no default value for this. Okay, so for example I can write test here. Okay, and there is some attributes means there are different properties of the this field. If you want to perform any kind of behavior on this, you will create attribute. Okay, let's make a save and I will show you attribute. Okay, so now I will click on new. It will give me the attribute, that which attribute you want to apply on this. Okay, so there are a different attributes which is out of the box is there. Okay, so like I want to apply mm, no truncate. No truncate means you cannot trunk this value, means empty that this value, and value we can left this. Okay, and submit. And here you can see that no truncate value is true for this field. Okay, and here you can see the labels, that for this table it have this label test admin. If you are extending this table, our this admin training table, to some another table, like we if we will create another table admin training test 2, and we are extending extending this table to that table. Okay, on the extends table section, if I will write this table name, so whatever the take this field is here in this table, it will come to that table as well. Okay, and if we want to change the label, we can change the label from here. For okay, so for this table it is this, and for the second table I want the label different, so you can do by here as well for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if I will go here, refresh. Okay, so now view and views role. Okay. Okay, so what is view and what is view rules? Views is if you want to restrict a user, or if you want you to restrict your fields in the form only, I'm saying, if you want to restrict your form data for a specific user, so for that you will create a views. For example, that Aditya has ITIL role and I am having the admin role. Okay, so for Aditya, there is a limitation that he can see only 4 or 5 fields, and me, because I'm an admin, I can see all the fields. So how you will keep the permission from the view? Okay, so now we will create a view for that, and here in the go you will go on form layout. Here you can see, here there is a view name, that there is only default views there. Now I'm going to create a new view like ITIL test. Okay, okay, now here I'm removing these fields from the ITIL view and saving. Okay, because I am in the admin view, it is a default view, that's why it is showing me all the fields. Okay, now I'm just changing my view to default to ITL test, and here you can see that the the fields which is there in the left side, it is not here in the ITL test view. Okay, so if you want a restriction for a record that only these fields should be visible to this user and remaining is not to be visible, you will create a views for that. Views is specifically for that. Okay,
Okay.
now what is view rule? Okay, so I have created a ITL view. Okay, so now I want that it should automatically comes into the picture. I don't want to go and switch the views for all. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to the configure and click on all. And here you can see view rules. Okay, so for example, I'm creating a view rule, new view rule. This view rule is for ITIL. I will type ITIL view, which I have given there. Okay, and I will write a condition like mm, reference. Okay, so reference, user reference is dynamic, means if a user reference field have my value, if it is having my record, then only this view will populate, this view will come into the picture. Okay, and I will save this. Let's go to this our form. Okay, so now I will go here, refresh it. So I am login with whom? System administrator. Okay, and this is ITLV. Okay, now if I click on this, wait, okay, wait, this, I think there is ITL test. Okay, so I have putting just a wrong name on the view. Wait, okay. So test. Okay, the view name, I have given the wrong view name. Okay, so here you can see it is coming ITL test view because in the user reference my record is there. Okay, where is the user reference? Here. Here in this record, user reference is me. So now if I will change this user reference record, this value to Aditya, and I'm just refreshing this page. Okay, wait. Okay, where it is? Go here. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, wait. Admin training. Right. Yes, one test. Okay, so it is selecting by default this. Okay, so if I will click on this, it is opening this record because I am not a user in the I am not in the user reference. Okay,
User reference is who has created this record.
User references, no, there is not user reference is not who is created. User reference is which I am selecting. For an example, I have given this scenario that if a user reference is me, then this view should be populated, else it will not populate it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so right in on the previous example, system administrator means I am the user preference person. So that's why this ITL view is coming. Now this ITL view is not coming because the user preference is Aditya Jain.
Okay.
Okay, so if I will log in to Aditya, I will type admin training. Okay, click on this. See, because user preference is Aditya, so that's why this view is coming. Okay, so so then after dictionary, this is there, list is completed. View and view, process flow, scripts, and our reference qualifier. Okay, so what is reference qualifier? Okay, so first thing, reference qualifier will work on a reference field only. Okay, only for reference field, there is no option for any other field like on a string, on a this date or time, there is no option for that. And reference qualifier is we are using reference qualifier for a validation purpose, like this is a and here. Okay, here is your friends. Okay, so this is our reference qualifier. If I want that users should be active is true. Okay, like active. If user is active, that record should come as no other record will not come. If a user is active false, that record will not come. I am putting that condition. Okay. Okay. So now again I am going to impersonate with for myself only. Mm, yeah. I will open this record. Okay. So right now Aditya Jain is active true. Okay. Now I make it is false and saving this form. Now if I will reload this form, okay, and click on this magnifying glass, so here you can see that Aditya record is not there because I am putting a query that users should be true. Okay, so that's why Aditya is not coming. If I'm making Aditya as a active true, output is false. And here if you will click on reference, here you can see Aditya is coming now. Okay, so a reference qualifier is we are using for a validation purpose. Like if we want to put any query, want to fetch any query from a table, we will use reference qualifier for there. Okay,
Okay.
now come to our process flows. What is process flow? Process flow, for understanding process flow, and I will remove this, maybe sort this. Okay, now I'm opening this record. Okay, process flow is it is also not there. Uh, so it is there or not? Else I will create process flow. It is not there. Okay, so let's create a process flow. We'll type process flow in the navigation bar and click on process flow. It will open a flow formatter table. Okay, I will click on new. It is asking me on which table you want to apply this process flow formatter. So I will write problem. I will select problem table, and here I will give known error. Label is also known error only. Okay, and I will put a condition that state problem is state actually. Sorry, task state is there. Okay, no problem. Known error. If task state is non error, so it will come. And order is Okay, so I have created one process flow formatter for problem table. Okay, so now I will go here, I will go to our form layout. And here I will type process flow. Here you can see that process flow. Begin split is also required like that. Here you can see. Now here you can see that known error, something is coming on to the header. Okay, now if I will again go to here and click create a new for open. Okay, open and the task state is open and stay. Right, pushing this. So here you can see that open is coming now. So now I'm just changing the order as well. Yes. So process flow is basically to see that on which state or on which process right now that record is it. Okay. Right now our problem is in open state. So that's why it is coming open. And we have defined that condition only, that if task state is open, then only this our process flow formatter will come as a green sign, will check, else it is not. Right now the state is not on known error. So if I will change it into the known error and I save this, here you can see the check is coming, that color sign is coming into the known error, not an open, and it has been past the open state. So that's why it is coming as a right check. So this is for a process. For process flow, it is very simple. Very simple. We have to define a table first. When we have to write the name and the label, whatever the label you want to display here, you have to put that label here, and you have to put the condition, that on which condition you want to check that, or you want to see that color value. For that, we are using this process flow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now script introduction. Okay, so script, so not in service now, in every language scripts are run on two side only. One is on client side and second one is on server side. Okay, so client side there are different scripts are there, like client script, UI policy, and UI action, and there are certain others are there, different one for the this server side as well. There are business rule, script include, UI script, UI action is also there, data policy is there. So that all are there on server side. Okay. So tomorrow we will cover the server side script, the overview, because that Pradyuman told me that I have not given you the programming knowledge. You want the overview of that, means that on which script is running on which side and what is the use of that script. So that we will cover tomorrow for server script, and then day after tomorrow we will cover on the client script and the different SLA and OLA. Okay. So for today, I think we have covered all these things. Okay. So, so is there any question?
Yeah, till now it's all fine, Abhishek.
Okay. So I have shared one video link with you. Yesterday I have shared that. I think where here in this. Yeah, this foundation video. This videos will help you a lot. If you want
Okay.
to learn on ITSM process on a basic understanding of form layout, form design, all this thing is there in this foundation videos.
Video.
Yeah, so
Okay. Okay.
is
Okay.
that, and that is a 5 minute or 10 minute videos, maximum max to max 10 minutes video and minimum 5 minutes video for each and every topic.
Okay.
Yeah. It will give you a very brief introduction, all these things.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine.
Okay. Okay. So okay then we will meet tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, Abhishek,
Okay.
we'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very
Okay,
much
Yeah.
for
Abhishek.
your time.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
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 Bye.